Hey everyone. So I kind of wanted to share my basically kind of my point of view on the 5 books. I'm not sure how long I'll leave this video up. I just feel like kind of just saying something about it. So for those who don't believe me, I have no reason to lie. Um, you know, I practice celibacy and being vegan because of the 5 books. You know, I preach Matthew, John, First John, and Gospel Thomas, Gospel Philip. Life's been awesome though after the 5 books. To even think about back then, I wouldn't want to be the old me back then. Continuously failing. Um, just a broken record, basically, of the same patterns. Yeah, I have no reason to lie. I've told many people about the 5 books in person, online, and um, for those who do believe me, um, I believe the 5 books are they're the way, and it was prophesied that in the end, basically the truth would be revealed. Um, so I would be kind of awesome if some could share their testimony of you know practicing being celibate and being vegan, even if it wasn't really evolving around the 5 books or the testimony, but just alone your experience of how it's changed your life. It would be even more awesomer if someone actually uh, did leave their testimony of trying the 5 books out, the teachings and how the outcome of it became for them. Like they started having dreams or getting sleepy more, and basically going through what I'm going through. It's like it's easy. Um, I know it's very difficult for many of you, if not all, to, especially for being the single. I mean, yeah, I mean that was something that I didn't want to accept at first, and even though the first 3 days I did practice being single, and I tried to deny it, and then later on I did found more verses to support it, and I couldn't deny it no more. I just couldn't. So I just roughed it out, and but it's been easy though. It's been very easy. Um, without the celibate card, it's basically still be a broken record. I'd be still being sorrowful and leading me to the other broken record type stuff. Vegan is just it really is like makes everything perfect from being filling certain ways. I believe there's you feel sad if you eat certain foods. So by my experiences, at least once I'll say, or probably twice, but once for sure I could recall. For those who um, to even think right now to be like, I know, man, some of you might be thinking, well, it's either he's possessed or he's crazy, he's playing around. But I could assure you, I'm not none of those. I'm not crazy. I'm not playing around, and I'm not possessed. Um, was led through this what I'm going through by dreams, and when I see people and I don't know these people I see, just random people. I wonder, some of them might be Christians or atheists, whatever. But when I see them, I think sometimes I'm just like, this person probably, don't have a clue basically about the $5. Um, being itself, right? The testimony they would have to know. They probably don't know about the $5. I mean, I'd have to tell them, and unless someone else is helping me, that'd be fantastic. um, but I do need your guys' help out there. Um, I do need the help. If even if it has to be a conversation about it, even if even either way, like the way the conversation is gonna be, hopefully a positive way. You're like, hey, what do you think? I found out about this guy. He preaches $5. Check it out. I wanna talk about it. Get your point of view. Something positive like that. Give him a chance to have some type of confidence in it in a positive light. Um, but if it need be in a negative way, I guess whatever, take it with a grain of salt. Maybe that person would still consider even trying to understand it. But I can't reach so many people. Like there's billions of people, and um, I know I have the internet and all, but I just really don't think I could probably reach one of probably every family. But there's like 100, 200 people in one family. So I could reach probably each country, you know, but I don't think each city probably, by social media. And these are people who actually have means of phones or socially active. So it will it will need word of mouth eventually. So I encourage you guys um, to help spread the $5. If you recall just the testimony and the $5 and the simple, you know, basics of my testimony of how I became in my practices, which I've learned, I'm pretty sure they'll probably be good enough. They don't even need to know about the Facebook or the YouTube. And later on, I was thinking about making a web page, so each it'll be in any language when they click on it. So I need but I'm getting a computer hopefully next paycheck. But yeah, to be me, it's very interesting. I would say I'm just glad to firsthand discover the $5. To my belief of it's extreme. It will never leave. I mean, my practices are extreme too, but they make the walk complete. So it's what it teaches. So I'm blessed and privileged and honored to be a part of this massive plan. Probably the end plan. And I encourage you guys to believe my testimony and try it for yourself. Just try it. You'll see, like, hey, it's it works. It does work, and it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense, and it's not lies. It's not like I have a bank account or, um, my bank account is like I owe money, and it's been shut off for a couple months, so it's not linked. There's no linking going on. So don't worry about the money part. I work right now, so I'm blessed to work. At this difficult time, I'm still have a job. So, but for those out there who need the $5, I mean, we have many, many people out there who need the $5. We have atheists. We have people that disregard the Bible because such reasons. We even have women who practice not learning the Bible because they have to learn by a husband because Paul's teachings. And we also have other religions out there that you could ask them, like, hey, you have your religion, but do you go through these types of, maybe do you feel sad sometimes? Do you feel lonely? Do you feel urges for sex randomly? And do you get enough sleep? These are things that you could, if you're practicing, how it would be. Like, well, you're not sad, you're not lonely, you don't have urges for sex, you don't have random thoughts, you don't have, or you always get good night's sleep, basically, and you have peaceful dreams. And maybe even you fly in your dreams, having encounters, meetings in your dreams, no nightmares, stuff like that. You could help these people, and your life would be awesome. I'm telling you right now, to know that you don't have to depend on a drug or a spouse or alcohol. It's something else. It's something like, it's being like in a peaceful place, maybe like the forest. You're just walking through this forest, and it could be day or night, any day of the week. You're not thinking about nothing. That's how it basically is. It's very peaceful. You sleep, you wake up, you do what you gotta do, but you're walking through this forest the whole time. You're just really not really going and just through this crazy thing we call life, which is with all those things, that the obstacles that make us react. Some people basically are emotional, and their interactions or their actions basically daily of their negative routines, which involve sins, which is beers and drugs and I guess fornication, maybe, or maybe desiring a woman, lusting after a woman, or a man, or for a woman, a man, being lonely, being sad. Those actions, they're wiped out of your daily routine, and you're just walking through this forest, and it's so peaceful. And even though you're alone, you don't feel alone. So I could. That's the only thing I could explain it to you. Is just you just feel like so peaceful, and you enjoy the wind. You enjoy the nature around you. You enjoy yourself. And then what I like to do is I like to study the Bible, and the 5 books. I like to go into the prophets' books, and I do like to connect a lot of the stuff too. But I'm trying not to really do that no more. I'm trying to basically really, basically right now I'm kind of studying the Septuagint and I want to kind of get more into the depth of the teachings of the 5 books, if you will. And I'm still trying to expose Paul, so my teachings, they kind of vary from time to time. But yeah, I just got a new tablet, so yesterday I was getting to know it, and today I was just basically did a little research on the Greek Septuagint and post here and there. I don't care to get likes or really comments on either page, the Facebook or the YouTube. It's about helping people. That's what it's there for. If you care about the afterlife, if you want to succeed in being a Christian, if you're tired of failing, because I could basically assume, I would say that more proper. I assume if you're not practicing being vegan or celibate, you're going to be going through those trials, the temptations, the frustrations, the daily struggles of being happy and lack of sleep. Until you do, you will see that you're not going to be able to get to that perfect part that you could achieve to be. I mean, once you achieve it, it's like you would trip out how easy it is. Like, seriously, you'd be like, wow. It's too easy. It's too easy, and all you're doing basically is waiting. And to and to know that you're just waiting, like literally just waiting. It's awesome. I mean, you're not crying because you're lonely or sad, or think about it. Think about the last 5-10 times you were sad right now. Just think for a minute. Maybe you're sad right now. Maybe you were sad this morning. Or maybe yesterday. You were just sad for no reason. Maybe you cried for something. Or maybe you got angry. Love people. Forgive people. Think about it. Hey, this person, you know what? Think about yourself. Okay, I sometimes am a handful to deal with. I sometimes have certain reasons why the way I act. Maybe this person's going through the same way. Reason beyond a limit. Like, this person probably has always been going through troubles, and they don't know how to deal with something like this. Maybe this person thinks I'm thinking bad about them, so they're reacting this way, Or maybe this person is, just needs a little love, a little care, and they would want to be, nice and loving towards you, but they see how the world is. They see how people are these days, and they think, some people probably think this. They don't want to be nice because then they'll probably think it's like a sign of weakness, a sign of like a goody two-shoes type of way, I guess you would say. But show them hey, you know what? Either way, not about being a bigger person, about revealing who's in the other person. Even if you don't feel like it, think about it this way. At the end of the day, you go home, you go to sleep. And even though if you played it off, at the end of the day, you made that person probably happy. Not to mention you make our Father in heaven happy. And probably you not even had to play it off. That was probably just you being good like you want to be. So sometimes you do have to push yourself in certain aspects to do something. You know what? It might be a kind of nervous talk to somebody who's probably disappointed you or frustrated you or very complicated to deal with. If you have to look at a video and figure out how to deal with negative people, maybe you need to take maybe like a 5-minute break, take a walk, relax. If you know you're going to be dealing with somebody at work or at home, you know, or maybe even your own pet, think, okay, they are the way they are. The only way that you could get through the day or through that time is not by reacting, but by observing. Act like you're not you no more. Just say, hey, you know what? I see what's going on. Maybe you could solve the problem by over being, let's say, solve the problem by doing this, I would say. Play the problem out how you would want it to be done to you. So if someone was acting towards you a certain way, put yourself that they've done what they've done, you've done, and how you would respect and acknowledge and respond to a way if you were them, of you talking to them. Play it a couple times and see which one's the best one and go with it. Hopefully it's a good one. If it's a couple of words, so be it. Until you get comfortable with it, keep doing a little bit here and there. You don't have to do it constantly. And eventually, you're soothed into it, and so they will too. If you need time to do it, no rush. Gradually fall into that peace mode. If you think somebody needs that type of peace mode, give them more time. If you need more time, give yourself more time. But at least take the steps to get it going in the right direction. Does not mean you have to be all logical about it, but maybe a handful, not remarks, but more of a statement, or maybe more of a, not a set agreement about something to basically detour the problem, more of a statement of an acknowledgement and being an adult, compassionate, But you could do it if you tried. I'm just saying. People are hard to deal with. But once you get used to dealing with yourself, dealing with people, then people are not so hard to deal with. Then you'll start your waiting process. Love is awesome. Forgive everyone you can. Anyone you can, actually. Forgive them. Play in your mind, if I could forgive this person, they could forgive me. If you could, bless people. If you know you have a lot of money and you know that somebody needs help, bless them. For then you will get blessed in heaven. You don't need $10,000 or $1,000 in your bank account if you are basically okay in your finances. If everything's paid off, you could probably give a couple of bucks here and there. Especially if you know somebody that's out of a job right now and you have $2,000-$3,000, maybe you should go buy them some food. Maybe give them like $50 or $100. Hey, if they're really somebody that really needs help, especially a family, Why not just say, hey, you know what, let me help you out with, I don't know, maybe the rent for 1 month. Say, hey, I'll help you out this one time. You know, hopefully that would be enough for them to survive 1 more month. I'm just saying, if you could do it, maybe you should do it. But think about it this way. Our Savior said, you know, give what you have to the rich man and you'll be rich in heaven, or something like that. So think about it that way. Maybe when you give to somebody in here, you'll get something in the afterlife, in your new house. You'll get maybe a brand new pool. Maybe you'll get a mansion if you pay someone's rent off. You never know. You never know. I'm trying to show you that in 100 years, if you're in heaven, your actions here, you're going to basically wish that you did something like that. And you'll be seeing people that did that. And you'll be like, wow, they have a way bigger house than me. Or they have a way, something, you know, maybe they get powers if they do stuff. I don't know. I'm just saying, you know. But yeah, love each other, forgive each other, and those are just some tips I just wanted to say. But for my walk, it's been awesome, guys. It's been awesome. And I'm just waiting now. Hopefully someday you guys could all reach out to me. I would like that. It would be so awesome. You're like, hey, I believe your testimony. You don't have to, but it'll be cool if you did. Like, awesome. I practice what you practice. It is right. It is. You're right. It's easy. It's easy. I have dreams now, you know. You don't have to thank me. You just say, hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. Maybe we could talk. You'd be like, hey, I've done some discoveries too. I got some discoveries. I'm like, fantastic. Tell me what they are. Maybe I'll add them on my Facebook. And I'll be like, you know what? Why don't you make your own Facebook? Tell them about the 5 books. You know, mention me just maybe in a sentence. Explain that they make sense. Explain it for itself. Because the 5 books could stand by themselves, I believe. Because they're like a puzzle. They fit together. So when you see those people out there and you could just wonder, like, even if they're just your average Christians, you're like, these people need to know more. They need more. They need to know about the 5 books. They need to know that they gotta stop having sex. They gotta be single. They gotta stop having, stop eating things from animals. And they need to learn about the Gospel of Thomas, the Gospel of Philip. These books are they're just awesome. I mean, and the secrets about the hidden, and so you guys, you know, I just want to encourage you guys to. I'm gonna end the video right now, but I just want to encourage you guys. Get out there and start preaching. In Matthew 12:30, it says, "If you do not gather with me, you'll be scattered abroad." Like I said, I can only reach so many people, and I'm pretty sure they'll accept it. I'm pretty sure when you guys preach to people and you tell them, I need to tell you about some Facebook page, and then, or tell them, just tell them about the 5 books. You don't even need to tell them, basically. Just says some guy preached 5 books. He had 3 dreams, but these are books he preaches, and he practiced these things, and I practiced them too. You know, they ask, who is this guy? And then that's answer accordingly to what the answer should be. Maybe like, you don't need to know that. if they don't think you don't think they need to know that, maybe you should be like, you don't need to know that. You just need to practice it, right? Or if they really do need to know it, they're like, I need to know this. I need to know this because, maybe they're an atheist. The Bible don't make sense to me. I need to know who this guy is. Fine, I'll give you his Facebook. You could look it up. He's been preaching it for like 4 years. So it's up to you guys. But just want to wish you guys luck. This last couple of months, I guess, in this earth, days, weeks, whatever it is. Love and peace be with all you, and joy. Meditate on what I said to you guys. Think about it. Start that walk in that forest. When you're in that forest, when you're walking, imagine all the people that have done you wrong. How great they would be around you, talking to you, cheering you up, having a great time. You're finding these people who they are. Because probably you're one of those people in the background, and that person is the one walking too. We all hurt each other. We all have negative types of traits here and there sometimes, but it's just because we go through stuff. It's just because this world, we weren't raised right. These are possibilities, we were probably, introduced to Christianity. Maybe music did it, movies did it, drugs did it, maybe bad experiences with people did it. But does not mean that we can't change. It does not mean we can't forgive. It does not mean we can't be loving and forgiving, and just know that love is a great thing, and forgiveness is even as great. And when you combine them, it makes people feel great, and it makes them cry for joy and peace and comfort. And that's what we all deserve. That's what we all need. That's all we all care for and want. And we should give. So I want you guys to be patient. When you're stepping in that forest, take your time. Every once in a while, take a look around. Admire the view. Smell the flowers. If you have to. Maybe just be thankful. Be thankful you're in that forest. And think, who could you bring in the forest? Think about everybody you could bring in the forest. People you never met. And tell them about the forest. And tell them about your walk. How great it is. Alright, I'll end it there, guys. So, good luck on your walk, and peace be with all you.